Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of, well, we're going to call this Kevin's Movie Corner. Because me and Steve used to watch movies every week on this, so if you're wondering why there's different music, that's why. I'm going to try to do this weekly. We'll see how it goes. And just keep talking about movies, because I like watching movies, and I think it'll be fun, and I'm going to keep trying to go down this list, try to have different people talk about them with him. Nikki will probably be on a few as well, if she's watched it or willing to watch it. She doesn't watch a lot of movies, and she doesn't know a lot of movies, so it is what it is.
But I always have thoughts and commentary.
But you always have thoughts and commentary. So she'll probably be on several of these, but we might try to pull in some other people too that like movies and see how that goes. These will probably be shorter, like a middle of the week thing, if you want to listen. So hope you guys enjoy this too.
Yeah. Welcome to Kevin's Corner.
Welcome to Kevin's Movie Corner. And here's the sounder. Because we can. And I made it, and I want to keep doing it. Anyway, so I told you guys during the regular podcast last week of January, to watch Star Wars. New Hope was the original one. It came out in 1978? 77? Hold on.
Yeah, I just remember it was the 70s.
1977.
Nice.
Okay. A New Hope came out in 1977. Star Wars, the original Star Wars. Nikki actually is a big fan of Star Wars.
Yes.
And what do you think about the original? Like, there's a lot to this movie. There was a lot of new, just the way effects were done.
Mm-hmm.
Like, George Lucas started a whole film effects studio basically to just do this.
Mm-hmm.
They did a lot of. I watched it again. If you watch it, most of the effects still hold up, but it does look. It looks
a little cheesy.
It looks a little cheesy and dated at times, but it's
for
still
the 70s. I'm sure it was groundbreaking.
Yeah, I'm sure for the 70s it was groundbreaking. So what do you think about the movie? I know you love the Star Wars movies. So
A lot of people tell me that my opinion is irrelevant because the prequels are my favorite.
Okay.
But
okay.
I still love the originals because the characters, the casting, everything is flawless. Yes, like it's cheesy at points because it's an older movie nowadays. Mm-hmm. But I still think everything about it was so well done. And the music is what gets me a lot, too. I love the
John Williams score is...
Yes.
I mean, John Williams is just amazing.
I'm always partial to
music like that, so...
the scores and the soundtrack,
yeah.
So.
The music from Star Wars is incredible.
Yeah.
I really like the movies. I really like all of them.
Yeah.
I have to say I haven't
like the new ones. A lot of people don't like the new ones. I love them.
So
yeah.
My uncle, and I get this. My uncle watched the original ones. He was a kid in the 70s. He was a little kid in the 70s, but he loves Star Wars.
Yeah.
And he always has. He does not like the new ones.
I don't think my dad does either. My dad was the same way.
Yeah.
Grew up with it, had a little tin lunchbox that was Star Wars, like an OG fan. And I don't think he would like the new ones. I don't even know if he's seen them.
So the reason my uncle, I'm going to hit it again because, it's been a while since they originally first came out. But the reason my uncle doesn't like them is because they kill off all of his characters, all of his favorites, which makes sense.
They're old.
I mean, it makes sense that they'd kill him off, but it also makes sense that would make him not like it.
Yeah. Oh, I totally get it.
Because it's, it is what it is. Like, it's...
Whereas me being a younger fan, and the prequels were the first ones that I saw, because that was around the time that I could start watching them with my dad, because I was maybe 6 when we first watched it together, I think, so I could barely comprehend. But that was my first point. So I gravitate towards the newer. I love Rey,
Mm-hmm.
and so I like some of the newer characters. Whereas I could see where people who are only fans of the originals or those are their go-to. It's different. I get it.
Yeah, I get that. And that's fine. Like,
Yeah.
I understand that. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, you do you. I do like all of them though. I've never been. I mean, I like the original ones the best, of course.
They're good.
The new ones are cool just because of like the new, like they look
Yeah, they look
clean
great.
and fresh and everything
Yeah.
else. But the originals are just great.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, last week after we recorded a regular podcast, after we recorded the regular one, we did a quiz on
Yeah.
BuzzFeed
Yeah.
for Star Wars. Which Star Wars character are you? Which I was a little, but not entirely surprised. It makes sense,
Really?
the one that I got.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, what did you get? Who were you told? I know who you wanted to be, and we'll explain that here in a second. But
Yeah.
who were you told that you were?
So I was told I was Princess Leia.
Okay.
I've got my result right here. It's hard to see, but Princess Leia.
Okay.
And I love like the BuzzFeed descriptions. Under the
I didn't even
character. It
realize
says,
there was a description. I gotta pull this up now.
Princess Leia, not only did you bring down an evil empire, but you're also so hot that even your own brother wanted a piece.
Okay.
Was their description.
So
But I took the quiz 4 times because I was like, okay, maybe I have this internal bias of I answered the questions as if I wanted Leia.
yeah.
Because Leia, Padme, and Rey are, of course, the characters I gravitate towards.
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, well, maybe I was biased when I was going through it. So I answered it differently several times, and I still got Leia 3 times. And
Okay.
then the last one, I got Han Solo, I think.
Okay.
But
So I got R2D2.
oh, he's so cute.
I love R2D2.
I do too.
I just took a screenshot of the answer,
yeah.
so I'm not exactly sure.
It should have the description on there.
Well, I just took a screenshot, so all it has is the picture and what it says it is. So
I mean, okay, so that kind of makes sense. You are a very logical person.
Yeah.
You're very loyal. I feel like those are probably the 2, if I don't know what the description says, but I
Yeah.
feel like those would be 2 of the highlights. You're fiercely loyal and you're a very logical person.
Let's see if I can pull it back up here. I'm trying to see if I can get back to the end and
Yeah.
and figure out. Nope, it gave me a different one.
It was definitely like interesting
Yeah.
questions. Some of them were very random.
Yeah, I don't. Well, yeah, all it says on here is beep boop bleep beep boop. It's what it says under
Okay,
R2D2.
that makes sense.
Is that
That is your description.
That is my description. Okay.
Yeah, because it's
So-
like under the picture like
Yep,
this.
it is under the picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
It says bleep beep boop bleep beep boop.
Yep.
Which makes sense. That's what
You are a bleep bloop guy.
I am. Yeah, I am the one that does all this stuff. So I guess that makes sense then. So
Yeah.
I was
love
wrong.
that.
It is on there. It's
Yeah.
just not actually. It's just not actually comprehensible by a normal human being.
What are your thoughts and feelings on that?
On me being
R2D2.
R2D2.
Do you think it fits?
I mean, yeah, it makes sense. I'm a very tech type person. I'm a very I usually am very logical. My dad makes fun of me and kind of gets angry with me sometimes because
Yeah.
I will make a logical argument for things when I'm talking about stuff. And he's like, well, that's not what anybody. I'm like, but that's what I like. That's
Yeah.
what I think.
Some
Like,
people argue with their emotions and you
Yeah.
argue, not argue, but conversate with your
with logic.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody brings in their emotions, and I bring in emotions all the time too. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like, well, this and this and this, that makes sense. Da 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 da.
yeah.
It's just the way sometimes my brain functions.
Yeah.
So
Who did you, but you said you weren't expecting it. Who did you think you were going to get?
I just didn't realize that R2D2 was going to be one of the
Was an
characters on
option.
there. Yeah. I just didn't really think about it.
Yeah. If you were to say, this is the character I want to be, what would your answer be?
I think R2D2 works.
Yeah.
C3PO would be fun too, because he's kind of the same way, but kind of dumb and kind of goofy. And I think I am kind of dumb and goofy at times.
Yeah.
So I think C3PO would have been another one. But yeah, that's probably one of those two, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like I'm not Luke. Like
Yeah.
I'm not Han. That's not my personality. I more just kind of go and do something, which makes sense that R2D2 just kind of goes off on his way and does whatever he wants. Like,
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm going to go here and I'm going to do this because this is what I need to do. And that's it. And that's, I kind of process things that way
feel
too.
like it
So
fits. Yeah.
that makes sense. That makes sense now that I think about it more. But
I think
I just thought it was funny when I got it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, this is interesting.
It is a funny one. I think if I were to say this is who I feel like I'm most like, I think I told you this last week, but I think I would be most like Padme because she is very like fighting for her country, like very passionate about her beliefs, is very dramatic, and then dies.
Yeah.
So I feel like, yeah, that's about right.
Oh. Okay.
But I love Leia, so I'll take Leia.
Okay. Well, I think
Anyways, how did you like A New Hope?
I love it. I mean, I think it's great. For some reason, I got A New Hope and Empire a little mixed up because I thought at the end of A New Hope was when Luke was going to see Yoda, like flying to see Yoda, and I realize now that it's after the I think it's after the fight on Hoth that he does that. I haven't watched Empire again recently. I've watched it several times before, but I think I got a little bit mixed up, and I forgot that just the last scene of that is just them getting their medals or whatever for destroying the Death Star. Which, by the way, just I know that this is just the way it is, and I've heard this argument before. But what the heck is with the Empire and the Republic and the First Order and all this? They keep building the same damn weapon, and it keeps being destroyed the same damn way. Like, what are you guys doing? Come on, like, think outside the box a little more. Like, seriously?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's our first episode. I think that's about it.
Thanks for visiting Kevin's Corner.
Thanks for visiting Kevin's Movie Corner. We'll again, like I said, we'll try to do this weekly. We'll see how that goes. Next one is going to be The Godfather. We're going to keep going down the same list that me and Steve were going down before, but next week is going to be The Godfather. So watch it, comment if you like something, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. This is going to come out on the main channel because we don't have another one, and I don't want to make another one, and this is just going to be what it is. So, hope you guys had fun, and watch The Godfather. We'll talk about it later.
Bye.